There has never been a more important time for trees and forests than right now. We're losing more than 24 million acres of forest every single year, and more than half of those forest lands are not being restored. What we know at the Arbor Day Foundation is that trees and forests are not a silver bullet. We can't plant our way out of our climate crisis, but we know that forests are one of the most scalable and affordable parts of the solution to our climate crisis. And the voluntary carbon market is one of those tools to help make it happen. Corporations are stepping up to try and be a part of the solution to our climate crisis, partly because corporations helped to create the climate crisis, and now they know there's a responsibility to help solve it. So companies are taking account of what they're doing, looking at how they're reducing their own impact, but when they have to go above and beyond what they can't reduce, forestry becomes a very attractive opportunity. The voluntary forestry carbon market is an important tool within the climate crisis to help incentivize corporations to invest in forests in the United States and around the world. The Arbor Day Foundation works with companies to help direct them to projects where they can have a transformational impact in communities, in forest lands, in watersheds, to create jobs in economies, to help to restore biodiversity. When corporations invest in forestry carbon credits, there is a great deal of rigor that goes behind tracking those trees. They're audited every single year to make sure they survive, to make sure they're being managed properly, to make sure they're creating those benefits, not just in carbon removal, but in biodiversity and ecosystem and habitat management that was the intent of those planting projects. As we're facing the increasing severity of extreme heat and other impacts because of our climate crisis, now is the time to be planting the right trees in the right place at the right time, ensuring those trees survive and thrive for years to come. Fortunately, we see corporations who are courageous and ready to be leaders to step up and say, we're not going to let perfection get in the way of progress. We need to make a difference through planting trees, and the voluntary carbon market brings that open transparency and honesty to what companies are reporting and where those trees are going.